Welcome to my channel Dev Online. In this tutorial of JavaScript, today we are going to learn about JavaScript arrays. How we can make arrays and how we can push item into the arrays and how we can take item from the arrays. It's very common and it's very useful to use in the JavaScript. It's work very easy and you can learn very easy. So before we going to start the code, don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos. So let's go ahead and start the code. So here is I have index.html file with the script tag I just implemented. So for array we can use var, or we can need, for example, we need some tweets with the same related topics. You don't know how much is it. So that's why we making array. So for the array, we use this bracket sign. And this bracket sign, for example, a tweet have good morning. And second tweet have good afternoon. Oh, we have to implement in the string. So good afternoon. So array is basically works like that. In the bracket you can define how many values. If you have more values, you can simply add here with the string. Good, you say evening. If you want to check how we can check, so the one thing we can check how is this arrays look. So you can just simply call tweets in the console log. This function, the console log, is very useful for also for debugger when you making your website and with the JavaScript. So you can use always your console log, so you can find where is your error and where is not. So let's open the file and we're gonna go inspect. After inspect, we have to go in the console log. So now you can see here, look, array. How many items? 3 items in the array. If we click on this, so you can see here number 0, good morning, 1, 2, and total length is 3. So if we look in the code, so 0 is number 1, this is 0, number 1 is good afternoon, and good evening is number 2. So basically arrays in the computer language, always they start with the 0, not from 1, 2, 3. So always start from the 0. Always remember this. If we want to just look how much and how long is our length of the array, so you just type console log tweets dot length and you can refresh again and you can see they will be tell you this is 3 item in this array. So this is the one way we making array. There is so many ways you can make arrays like this. Now second things, if you want to add in this array one more item, how you can add it? Let me show you. So you can say tweets and then dot and then say push. So we're telling to the JavaScript in this tweets, so tweet is basically equal to this array, and we're telling push one more item, and I'm saying good night. After this, if we console log, what should you think how many items will be in it? This will be 4 items. So let's see. Now you can see good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. So this is the simple way you can add more items. If you want, add one more item, you say, have a nice day. Again save, and let's go. You can see here, now it's 5. Good morning, good afternoon, evening, night, and have a nice day. Now for example, if we need to take out one items from this array, so we use the splice function in the JavaScript, which is they take out the item. We have to define which item we need to take it out. So for example, if I want this item, have a nice day. So 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. So we're telling to the splice 4, and the 4 have 1, number 1 item. Number 4 have number 1 item. We have to splice, take it out from the array. So let's see. And now you can see here there is no more have a nice day, only these 4 items. So like this you can take it out all your items. If for example we say number 3 have number 1 item after this number 1, so what should it be done? Let's see, check it out again. Now have a nice day we have, because again I refresh it, so that's why I take it all items, but we don't have good night. You can see here good night, we don't have good night, so they take it out. Number 3 have this number 1 item, we take it out. There is another function. If we want to add in this place, the good night place, we want to add one more item, but it's come on here on the good night place. So what we should do, we say this is number 3, so we say number 3 and number 1 of this, and after this we can add have a lunch. I'm just giving you an example, it's not make a sense to have a lunch here, but if I want to add instead of this good night have a lunch. So what you can do, you can say this is number 3 and just take it out, number 3 part of 1, and then add have a lunch. So if we go again and refresh it, sorry about that, this come by mails, let me take it out. So now you can see here we take it out the good night one and we add it have a lunch before have a nice day. You can see here before have a nice day instead of good night, this have a lunch is add like this. You can add more item with the same place, like have a nice lunch, and then you can say is it this is very cool. Now we again save, and after the have a lunch, this is very cool, and then have a nice day. If you want to just want to look how many items we have in the array, so you can refresh again and they're telling you 6 items we have in the array. If you want the same thing with number 2, so we have number 2 is good evening, so now the good night will become, because we are not going, but we're going to add this have a lunch, and this is very good, cool items in the good evening section, but we don't want the good evening, so that's why number 2 and remove number 2 and then add this properties. So when we take this, it becomes 6, and have to take out the lengths of the tweets. So now you can see there is we don't have the good evening, have a lunch, this is very cool, and then come good night and have a nice day. So this is very common function that we can use for the arrays. You can push items, more item, how many items you want to push in this and how many items you want to take it out. You can add item wherever you want in the array, in the middle of the array, you can use it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like my video and comments below. If you guys have any question, please comments below in the comment section. See you in next video.